The Betty M. Condra School for Education Innovation has finally opened its new location, and students have already started learning.
KCBD News Channel 11's Sydney Lowther spoke with the superintendent today, who tells us about the school's passion for teaching children based on their personalized way of learning.
Be kind, be brave, question everything, and change the world.
That is the motto of the Betty M. Condra School for Education Innovation. Miranda Condra is the superintendent and named the school in honor of her mother, Betty. Betty passed shortly before the school opened, but that didn't discourage Miranda. The Condra School opened 4 years ago. They quickly grew, so quick that this is their third location. The school's focus is to bring education to children based on each child's specific learning styles, rather than conforming all the kids to the same education.
Some children learn better verbally, some kinesthetic, some auditorily. So we try to figure out what each child's needs are so that we can actually focus on that child.
That was the focus during the renovation of this brand new location. From lights,
teachers can control the temperature of, they can make it more towards the blue, more towards the red, based on whether the children need to perk up or calm down.
To seats inside the classrooms,
specialized seating so that children can get their wiggles out who need to, and they can focus on learning.
All the way to the security and safety of the children. Not only is there a buzz-in entryway system and a lockdown protocol where every door will lock automatically, but the school has also installed bullet-resistant film on the windows inside and out.
Anything you can think of to make our kids safe, we have installed here at this location.
Condra says their job is to help these children through the challenges they may face and lead them to be the generation that will change the world. The school is still settling in, but students are learning and enrollment is open. Sydney Lowther, KCBD News Channel 11.